Welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can probably tell, I'm going to be recreating my makeup that I used to wear every day to school, everywhere, to church, in the mid 2000s. So 2004 to 2007, this was my go-to look. So I was like the original emo kid. It was a genuine thing that we actually used to wear this makeup and hair and everything back in MySpace days. I bloody loved it. It's probably not going to take that long because back in the day we did not have YouTube how it is today. It was all just sort of MySpace, looking at pictures, trying to like stumble along, try, see what works, see what doesn't. Most of it didn't work, but we did it anyway. I'm going to be making some changes to how I apply my makeup today. So I'm going to jump into doing it. Remember, subscribe, do whatever. This video, I did do a poll on my Instagram. It was mixed reviews. Probably about 50-50 yes and no to this video, but I decided I gave you bikinis last week and I'm doing emo makeup this week. Right, let's jump in. So I'm going to start by putting on my base, bit of foundation. I've tried to pick like the lightest shade. Some makeup I picked up from Superdrug, this cheap foundation, which is quite true to form really, because it would have been quite cheap. Being sort of 14 to 17, I didn't have any money to buy stuff. We weren't into this whole beauty regimes. We just sort of slapped it on and rubbed it in with our hands. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's do that. So yeah. Oh, this feels not. This isn't right. This doesn't feel good. Ugh. I am gonna try and blend it down my neck, which I wouldn't have done. I would have just sort of left it at the neckline, all in the brows. My brows were a lot thinner. I used to pluck the heck out of them, but I'm not gonna do that today because they are finally at a point that I quite like them. That's about right. Yeah, that's probably what I looked like going to school. Bit of foundation slapped all over. I'm going to do my normal concealer, I reckon. I didn't used to wear a lot of concealer. I used concealer how it was meant to be used to cover a spot or two, which was great when I was a teenager and had a little breakout. So just dab. So we didn't have loads of, oh, there's a fly. We didn't have loads of brushes either. Like if there's a brush that came with your product, we'd use it. But we weren't sitting around as teenagers with all these brushes and beauty blenders and things. It wasn't happening. So now I finished my base. That's all we're gonna do. We didn't have, well, I didn't put like bronzer on, blush on, nothing. That's it. I put my foundation on and we're ready to go onto the ice. You might be thinking, what about your eyebrows, honey? I tell you now, no one was doing their eyebrows. This is really like, it's cringy. We used to all black and some red, but we never used to use red eyeshadow. We used to use a red lip liner as eyeliner around here, all around, and it just made you look like you had conjunctivitis or something. But we're gonna go in with some red. I am using a brush today because I can. Look, this is gonna look mental, but there was no such thing as like all these blending, do your eye shape, all this. It was all just chuck it on and hope for the best. And I am going to try and make it look alright, but it's probably not going to look alright. Is it red enough? We can add more later. Right, then what I would do, go in with the black, and black. Right. You can probably tell this is quite a heavy look for me. Doesn't mean I don't still love the emo life. I still listen to Panic at the Disco. I still listen to My Chemical Romance. I actually went to see My Chemical Romance on their Black Parade tour. Sad story actually. I was really ill. I was about 15. I was really ill, I had tonsillitis. My mum let me have the day off of school. She was like, hopefully you'll feel better once the gig comes. Made it, got into the stadium, support act comes on, great. And then I just collapsed. I was so ill and had to leave. My Chemical Romance, my favourite band of all time. As a 15-year-old girl, absolutely gutted, and I was asleep in the car with my dad waiting for it to finish. Absolutely gutted, mortified. Right, as you can see, it looks gorgeous. Don't worry if you think it's not black enough. We're going to put black eyeliner on as well. Now we can do our under eyes. You'll have to let me know whether I nailed it or not. I know for a fact it didn't take us ages to do our makeup. Bearing in mind that when we used to do this, it wasn't with brushes. That's why we used to use like lip liner and things, because it was the easiest way to do it. Let's get some eyeliner out. Oh my god, like, I don't know, can you even see my eyes anymore? They look mental. Don't worry if you don't know how to do eyeliner, because it doesn't matter. You see that? Beautifulness? Oh, what an easier time this was. And then we're going to go underneath as well, because it wasn't dark enough. Right, the only thing I'm not going to be able to do in this is we used to get like a white eyeliner pencil and go along the waterline in white. A bit more red, just to blend. We're going to go in with our mascara, cheapest one you can find, works the best. And just cake that on. More is more with this look, I'm telling you now. Beautiful, look at them bad boys. This is exactly how it looked. Oh, I'm fucking nailing this. Gorgeous. Maybe this all depends on what was happening, where we were going, what we were doing. If we're like going down the park for a couple of cans of cider, I say cans, bottles, white lightning, down the park, getting pissed. Don't do that, but you know, British teenagers. Right, let's find a good lipstick. Right, I'm gonna use this one. It's from Smashbox. This wouldn't be the one I would have used. It would have, like, the one I used would have been cheap as hell. Okie dokie. That's my makeup finished. I'm gonna go do my hair, and then you're gonna see the finished look, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, she looks stunning. Absolutely stunning. Give me a minute, I'll be back. So, I can't really get the fringe right. I can't get it how I used to do it, and it would be like sweeping. You want the most sidiest side fringe, and then we want to go like this. Oh, that's it. And you basically don't want to be able to see out of one side of your face. Let me clip it. Right. And that, my friends, is an emo look. Now don't get this mistaken for a scene kid look, because if you are seen, there's a lot more bigger hair, all the crazy colours, unless you're an emo boy, and then you had like the big fringe like this, and then it was spiked up all at the back. And I also had that hairstyle, but I will say, I'm not about to cut my hair. I'm not about to dye it box dye black. I'm not about to do it. This is like a little blast from the past. No one understands me. I'm not even mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I really enjoyed doing it actually. It didn't even take that long. Let's go back to my new hair. I'm buzzing. So this probably wasn't a very long video, but I'm okay with it. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments and I'll do more of them. I had fun anyway. It really didn't take that long. I wish my makeup took this long every single day. Probably took about 12 minutes. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, think about subscribing. If you want to get involved in any of the polls I do for the content, I know I ignored everyone on this one and just was like, went ham on it and decided to go, I want to do my emo makeup. Or am I just being delusional? Does it look bad? Let me know if you think it looks bad or good, because I just don't think it looks that bad. I reckon I was onto something when I was 14, 15. This is like a look. Right. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I really want to hear. I hope you really enjoyed it. I had fun doing it anyway. Massive blast from the past. And I will see you all next week. Stay weird. Bye. I forgot to say how bloody versatile this look is, because once you put it on, it ain't coming off. I've washed my face like 3 times now. I'm using cleanser. Oh my god.